Welcome to the 2020 Kouts High School Memorial Scholarships presentation. The committee members and those from our scholarship families and Kouts community would love to be presenting these awards in person, but know that in our current circumstances, this is not possible. Regardless, all of us would like to recognize you, Kouts High School class of 2020, for the strength, grace, and resilience you've shown while completing your senior year. We are so proud of you and cannot wait to see what you will accomplish in the coming years. We would like to present the Peggy Chale Memorial Scholarship, Edwin C. Hill Memorial Scholarship, and Kouts Memorial Scholarship to Miss Emily Alvarez. Peggy Chale was a 19-year faculty member of Kouts Elementary School. While battling cancer, Peggy inspired many with her profound optimism and zest for life. The Edwin C. Hill Memorial Scholarship was established by his family and friends to honor a man who truly exemplified the concept of loving one's neighbor. He lived the golden rule. The Kouts Memorial Scholarship represents the numerous contributions made to the Memorial Scholarship Fund in memory of loved ones or in honor of special occasions, which do not qualify as a named award. The Melissa Martin Steinagel Memorial Scholarship goes to Miss Audrey Benefield. This scholarship was established through the generosity of many family members and friends to honor this Kouts alumna, Philly number 22, who lost her long battle with cancer in 2016. Miss Kaylee Klingdaniel is the recipient of the David Asbury, Jane and Bill Heffron, and Philip and Joyce Snyder Memorial Scholarships. The David Asbury Memorial Scholarship was established when tragedy claimed his young life as a KHS junior. He loved and cared for the members of his family and his friends. His acceptance of others earned him a large number of friends. The Jane and Bill Heffron Memorial Scholarship is presented in memory of Bill, a 1937 KHS graduate, and Jane, the 1939 valedictorian of Wanata High School. The Heffrons owned and operated the Kouts Royal Blue store until 1963 and were very active in the Kouts community. The Philip and Joyce Snyder Memorial Scholarship was established by their children to honor their parents for the support which Philip and Joyce gave during their children's high school careers at KHS. Miss Cameron Cooper will be receiving the Bow Foundation Scholarship and the Donna Heinold Hall, Pike and Hulda Ramke, and John Sordelet Memorial Scholarships. The Bow Foundation Scholarship was established by Megan Goller, Olivia Berkey, and countless others for special needs students or someone who will become a special needs or regular classroom teacher. The Donna Heinold Hall Memorial Scholarship is given in memory of the 1968 KHS valedictorian. She had a distinguished 23-year career in nursing at the Indiana University Hospital Complex in Indianapolis and was the first clinical nurse at the Cancer Radiation Center. The Pike and Hulda Ramke Memorial Scholarship is presented in memory of Pike, the assistant manager of the Malden Elevator for many years and a baseball enthusiast, and his wife, Hulda, known to many as the Mother Teresa of Kouts. The John Sordelet Memorial Scholarship was established when tragedy claimed his young life in 1987 as a KHS junior. He exemplifies the qualities of a very positive young person who thrived on the challenge of competition. Miss Jaden Evans will be receiving the J. and Pat Bechtel Scholarship and the Kouts Elementary Faculty and Staff Scholarship. The J. and Pat Bechtel Scholarship was established by Jay, principal of Kouts Elementary School from 1977 to 2007, and Pat, a 1960 graduate of Kouts High School and a registered nurse. The Kouts Elementary Faculty and Staff Scholarship was established by the teachers and staff of KES to show their strong appreciation for the value of education and is designated for a recipient who intends to become an elementary teacher. The Willis E. and Gertrude M. Alt and Sean J. Cairns Memorial Scholarships are presented to Miss Margaret Fisher. The Willis E. and Gertrude M. Alt Memorial Scholarship was endowed by Gertrude to support Kouts students, especially those who excelled in academic competitions and demonstrated a desire for post-secondary education. The Sean J. Cairns Memorial Scholarship was established by family and friends. A graduate of KHS in 1989 and Indiana University in 1996, he pursued his dream of becoming a patent lawyer and graduated from the University of Wyoming Law School in 1999. Miss Ruth Ann Fisher is receiving the Melvin J. Heinold Memorial Scholarship and the James M. Stone Science Club Scholarship. The Melvin J. Heinold Memorial Scholarship is presented in memory of this 1959 graduate who was a hard worker, a strong distance runner, and an avid believer in pursuing one's dreams. Although formal education did not come easily to him, he appreciated the importance of a good education. The James M. Stone Science Club Scholarship is presented to outstanding students who have demonstrated excellent scientific abilities. The Karen and Richard A. Breyer Scholarship and Floyd and Velda Johnson Memorial Scholarship are presented to Mr. Kendon Gudeman. The Karen and Richard A. Breyer Scholarship was established to honor Richard's 30-year career at Kouts High School as teacher, guidance director, and coach, and Karen's dedication to her family and her teaching career. Recipients should desire to help others. The Floyd and Velda Johnson Memorial Scholarship was provided through their generosity, with priority given to a student seeking less than a baccalaureate degree. Floyd Johnson taught at Kouts from 1954 to 1963. Velda Johnson worked for many years as a bookkeeper. Mr. Alec Garekovich is receiving the Robert R. Gray and Melvin Taylor Pauline Taylor King Memorial Scholarships. The Robert R. Gray Memorial Scholarship is presented in memory of this 13-year KHS faculty member who during the years of 1953 to 1966 taught industrial arts, coached 3 sports, played an instrumental role in the formation of the Porter County Conference, and developed cross-country within the conference. The Melvin Taylor Pauline Taylor King Memorial Scholarship memorializes this former Kouts principal and his wife, Pauline. Mr. Taylor provided sound leadership for Kouts schools from 1953 to 1966. Mrs. Taylor was instrumental in the creation and support of this scholarship. The Berkey Family Scholarship and Angie Conchar and Paul Simic Memorial Scholarships are awarded to Kirsten Hall. The Berkey Family Scholarship is made possible by a family raised to appreciate the value of education and who wishes to pass this blessing on to others. The Angie Conchar Memorial Scholarship was established by her husband, family, friends, and colleagues following her death in May of 2016. Angie loved her work with children. This scholarship supports an applicant who desires to become an elementary educator. The Paul Simic Memorial Scholarship has been established by his family in memory of this 1965 KHS graduate. He had a varied career, from a chef to longshoreman. The Elizabeth Ketchmark Memorial Scholarship and the Paul A. Rommelman Scholarship are awarded to Mr. Caleb Ketchmark. The Elizabeth Ketchmark Memorial Scholarship is presented in memory of this 1965 Kouts High School graduate who was involved in numerous extracurricular activities. The Paul A. Rommelman Scholarship was established by family members, colleagues, and friends in recognition of his 42 years of service to Kouts School, serving as principal from 1967 to 2001. The Jennifer Lynn Brown, Joseph W. Gingrich, Robert M. Good, Loretta Lauer, and Wilbur Lippert Memorial Scholarships are presented to Miss Michaela Klemp. The Jennifer Lynn Brown Memorial Scholarship was established by her parents, godmother, friends, and relatives when she passed away in 2004. A 2002 graduate active in band, athletics, and student council, Jenny was pursuing her dream to become a sound engineer for live concerts. The Joseph W. Gingrich Memorial Scholarship is presented in honor of his 30 years of service and dedication to Kouts School. Retired in 1975, he was a school bus driver for 26 years and a custodian for 16 years. He was a positive influence on all those with whom he came in contact. The Robert M. Good Memorial Scholarship is presented in memory of the 13-year KHS Director of Music preceding his untimely death in 1980. In spite of persistent personal health problems, he set an outstanding and commendable example of dedication to his family and his profession. The Loretta Lauer Memorial Scholarship memorializes this former member of the Kouts Elementary School faculty, teaching for 50 years. A 1920 graduate of KHS, she received her bachelor degree from Ball State Teachers College. Her life personified dedication to education, family members, and her God. The Wilbur Lippert Memorial Scholarship is presented in memory of this 1942 KHS graduate and member of the faculty from 1947 to 1969. The Kouts FFA reached its zenith of activity and recognition while he was its sponsor. He was a dedicated husband, father, and teacher. Miss Morgan Kobsa is receiving the Terry L. Brownell Scholarship, Richard A. Miller Memorial Scholarship, KHS Student Council Scholarship, and the Wendy Sue Wagner Scholarship. The Terry L. Brownell Scholarship has been established to honor his 36-year career as a Kouts teacher, coach, athletic director, assistant principal, and principal. Recipients should have contributed to the school through athletics as well as being a quality student and citizen. The Richard A. Miller Memorial Scholarship is presented annually in memory of this 1952 graduate of KHS, a three-sport athlete who worked for Western Electric for over 34 years following graduation. He passed away in 1993 at age 59. The KHS Student Council Scholarship was the first student organization scholarship to be capitalized within the scholarship program. Development of student leadership is a primary purpose of the Student Council. Therefore, this award goes to a strong student leader. The Wendy Sue Wagner Scholarship was endowed on the 20th anniversary of her interview for a teaching position at Kouts Junior-Senior High School, and is one more example of her personal interest in our students' welfare and her desire to help our own. Miss Olivia Kropp is the recipient of the Harold and Sis Heinold Memorial Scholarship. Harold and Sis desired to share some of their success with their homecoming. In 1950, the Heinolds took over the operation of the local hog market, developing it into a multi-million-dollar business, operating 140 markets from its headquarters in Kouts. The Class of 1959 Marvin Faye Heinold Memorial Scholarship, Dwayne and Jean Jesse Scholarship, and the Virgil Heinold Memorial Scholarship go to Miss Olivia LaPrade. The Class of 59 Marvin Faye Heinold Memorial Scholarship is presented in memory of the president of the KHS Class of 1959, who possessed the characteristics of leadership, integrity, citizenship, and scholarship, participating in baseball, basketball, and track. The Dwayne and Jean Jesse Scholarship was established by these former Kouts teachers and members of the school board as another facet in their support of Kouts students. And the Virgil Heinold Memorial Scholarship was established in memory of Virgil Heinold, who with his father Matthew founded Heinold Feeds Incorporated in 1936. Both men dedicated their lives to the progress and growth of agriculture and education in Northwest Indiana. The Ella M. Chambers and Charles McMurtry Memorial Scholarships are awarded to Mr. John McDonald. The Ella M. Chambers Memorial Scholarship was endowed through a bequest in her will at the time of her passing. Mrs. Chambers was a Kouts resident and Horn's Chocolate Factory employee during the 1960s and 1970s. Charles McMurtry's Memorial Scholarship memorializes former Kouts school principal and Porter County superintendent. He began at Kouts in 1930, serving as principal from 1933 to 1944 and from 1948 to 1951. He was a tireless worker and extremely thorough. Miss Ashley Miller is awarded the Rachel Bransford Memorial Scholarship, Fontana Jarnicki Family Scholarship, Kouts Faculty and Staff Scholarship, and the Brian Rust Melinda Rust Lynch Memorial Scholarship. The Rachel Bransford Memorial Scholarship was established for recipients pursuing a career in education. A Kouts resident from 1940 until her death in 2002, Rachel was a great cook and seamstress who knew the value of a good education. 2 of her children are KHS alumni. The Fontana Jarnicki Family Scholarship was established by her family in honor of this 28-year Kouts elementary faculty member, with preference given to a student pursuing a career in elementary education. The Kouts Faculty and Staff Scholarship was established through the contributions of Kouts school faculty and staff, just one more manifestation of their dedication to education and the young people of our community. The Brian Rust Melinda Rust Lynch Memorial Scholarship was established by their loving parents, Jack and Katie Rust, in 2019. Brian, a journeyman electrician, and Melinda, a certified nursing assistant, were both dedicated 10-year 4-H members and very active in Kouts High School athletics. Mr. Russell Mueller will receive the James and Joan Kosenki Memorial Scholarship, KHS Alumni Scholarship, and the Pumroy Family Memorial Scholarship. The James and Joan Kosenki Memorial Scholarship is presented in memory of these lifelong Kouts residents who were best known for their family business, Kosenki Funeral Home, and their dedication to the Kouts community. The KHS Alumni Scholarship represents one aspect of alumni support for KHS graduates. Most graduating classes since 1984 have made contributions to this scholarship, as have many individual alumni. The Pomeroy Family Memorial Scholarship was established by family and friends of Neil and Vera Pomeroy, who supported KHS through many generations. They were strong supporters of the Kouts High School athletic, music, and Future Farmers of America programs. The Jane E. Dittmer Memorial Scholarship is given to Miss Madeline Murray. This scholarship is presented in memory of this 1930 KHS graduate who rendered dedicated service as a 47-year member of the faculty. Recognized as an outstanding teacher, she was instrumental in the development of the school's guidance program. The Paul W. Vogel Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Mr. Brendan Reedy. The scholarship was established by this 1937 KHS graduate through a bequest in his will. He held a degree from DePauw University and a doctorate from Indiana University in organic chemistry. The Lewis and Ruth Dahl, Gilbert L. Schaus, Mark Singleton, and James A. Whitmore Memorial Scholarships are presented to Miss Mallory Simpson. The Lewis and Ruth Dahl Memorial Scholarship was originally established by Ruth in memory of her husband, a very successful Pleasant Township farmer who, along with Ruth, became very supportive spectators at most KHS programs and athletic events. The Gilbert L. Schaus Memorial Scholarship is presented in memory of the successful South Bend businessman who owned and operated the largest Studebaker dealership in the nation. His work ethic is a good example for any recipient of this award. The Mark Singleton Memorial Scholarship was established when tragedy claimed Mark's life as a KHS sophomore in 1997. He was a very positive student, well-liked by his peers, a fierce competitor, and a lover of baseball. The James A. Whitmore Memorial Scholarship is given by his family in honor of this longtime Kouts resident and businessman. He was active in the Kouts Christian Church, Kouts JCs, American Legion, and his 12 years on the Pleasant Township Advisory Board. The Ann Drazer Memorial Scholarship, Max Drazer Family Scholarship, and Kouts Lions Club Scholarship are awarded to Miss Cassidy Stefanelli. The Ann Drazer Memorial Scholarship is presented in honor of all of her former students and made possible through her personal generosity. In 1958, she began a private kindergarten, which became a part of the public school system in 1967, largely through her efforts. She retired in 1977. The Max Drazer Family Scholarship was established by family members. Max, a lifelong resident and farmer in Pleasant Township, valued education because he had been unable to finish school himself. The Kouts Lions Club Scholarship was established in 2016 after years of planning and saving to provide financial support for a graduate who has spent significant time volunteering within the community. The Thrivent Financial and KHS Athletic Department scholarships are awarded to Miss Kennedy Sternberg. The Thrivent Financial Scholarship was created through the Choice Dollars program and the generosity of its members. The Kouts High School Athletic Department Scholarship has been established by the Athletic Department to recognize an outstanding KHS athlete, signifying the Athletic Department's commitment to encouraging scholarship and recognizing recipients' contributions to the total athletic program. John and Lila Rogowski and Karen Rosenbaum Memorial Scholarships are presented to Miss Madison Wesher. The John and Lila Rogowski Memorial Scholarship honors this World War II veteran and volunteer fireman of 58 years and his wife, a Valparaiso University staff member for 17 years. They owned and operated Kouts Building Supply for over 40 years. The Karen Rosenbaum Memorial Scholarship was established by family, friends, colleagues, and students whom she taught math at KHS. Passing away in the fall of 2005, she was a devoted Christian, wife, mother, teacher, and friend, an inspiration to all who knew her. Miss Autumn Wireman is receiving the Aaron and Grace Heinold Memorial Scholarship, KHS Class of 1955 Scholarship, and the Jason Whitmore Memorial Scholarship. The Aaron and Grace Heinold Memorial Scholarship was established by their 9 children, all graduates of Kouts High School, both in honor of their parents' memory and as a thank you to KHS. The KHS Class of 1955 Scholarship was established by the Class of 1955 at their 50th high school reunion in recognition of the solid education they received at KHS and as an encouragement for students to pursue their education beyond high school. The Jason Whitmore Memorial Scholarship was established in memory of the president of the class of 1989. He was pursuing a career in music in Nashville, Tennessee at the time of his death in 2006. And finally, the Catherine Kouts Kring Memorial Scholarship is presented to Mr. Malachi Whitmer. This scholarship was established by her son Perry in memory of this early KHS graduate and eventual member of the Kouts faculty. Students, it is a privilege to honor your dedication and service to Kouts High School through the Memorial Scholarship Program. The families, faculty and staff members, and local community members and organizations are confident in your ability to use their gifts to pursue your dreams and accomplish great things. Congratulations, Class of 2020.